Today's going to be a little crazy, but before we get started, we're going to talk about the NFL, what we plan on, what we're predicting in the future from the AFC, NFC North. Bowtie Bill, tell the people what we need, baby. Tell them what we need.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, fam, for everything that you're doing with us and for us. We appreciate the ride. You know, it's almost like a trail ride. Continue to hit the like button, continue to hit the subscribe button, continue hitting the notification button, continue going into the comment section as well and tell us what you think. Continue telling people about Tell the Truth podcast, the ones you like as well as the ones you don't like. You're talking about your family members and your friends. Thank you very much, and continue doing what you're doing. Let's go.
All right, so Bowtie Bill, we got some drama going on in the NFL right now, man. You know, the NFL is the original, not gonna say the original, because you have baseball and basketball. But the NFL, well, baseball's older, right?
Yeah, baseball is older.
I would say the best reality TV is the NFL.
Yes, sir.
You know, people just think it's just a bunch of guys running around hitting each other, and it's true. But there'll be a lot of off the field stuff. Every team has like its own storyline. Like we're known for not having over 4,000 passing yards, stuff like that. And everybody said the Bears never had a good quarterback, even though if you go look at the history, the worst quarterback franchise in the last 40 years, believe it or not. I looked it up. Guess who? Cleveland is second to last, and the worst franchise in NFL football quarterbacks is the New York Jets. You didn't know that, did you? Since 1975, they are the worst NFL franchise.
Since 1975.
Since 1985, they are the worst. Since 1995, they are the worst. To 2005, they are the worst. What I'm talking about, they're talking about the QBR rating. It was like a crazy stat. Second worst of all since then is Cleveland. Third worst is my Bears. So my point is, there's two franchises that's worse than the Bears. And now we're about to actually talk about Deshaun Watson. He played for who?
Cleveland Browns.
And Aaron Rodgers, some people call their GOAT, he played for who?
New York Jets.
I mean, you just can't make this shit up, Bowtie Bill. Like, how did two guys, Aaron Rodgers running the MVP, Deshaun Watson running the MVP, go to two worst franchises of all time in quarterback play?
At their position.
At their position. Only two franchises worse than the Bears. Everybody know about the 4,000 yard stat. They think we're the worst. We're actually not. They are the worst. Okay, couple of questions, Bowtie Bill.
All right.
Game Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh got to play the Chiefs. Your team, Pittsburgh. That's why I'm gonna get you. That way I'm gonna get you focused. Not saying you can't, but I'm gonna hit.
By the way, that's December 25th. But go ahead.
Yeah, I want to talk on your heart.
Okay. Pulling on them.
Who you rather have quarterbacking for you if you had to pick between Aaron Rodgers and Deshaun Watson?
Well, I ain't know where you going with that. Like, what?
But your Steelers.
Patty Mahomes?
Go ahead, yeah, because Patrick Mahomes. Who would you rather have quarterbacking against your Steelers if you had to pick between Deshaun Watson and Aaron Rodgers? And I'm going to tell you why I asked you that in a minute.
Right. Okay. Obviously, believe it or not, I'm going to go with Deshaun Watson because
I would too.
A, he plays for Cleveland. B, we beat them last year with Deshaun Watson. So, I'm going to go with Deshaun Watson. I'd rather play Deshaun Watson.
No. You misunderstood the question.
Obviously so.
Okay. Your Steelers
is playing Kansas City.
Right. Only two quarterbacks you can pick to start the game is Deshaun Watson or Aaron Rodgers.
For the Steelers.
For the Steelers, yeah.
Oh, I would pick Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I would pick Deshaun Watson. I would pick Deshaun Watson. And so, a couple of things going on here, man. And Aaron Rodgers got the coach fired. I mean, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, go ahead, Bowtie Bill.
Ain't no quarterback coming in trying to get rid of Mike Tomlin or challenge Mike Tomlin. Not that guy with that word salad and that salad dressing. Maybe I take
the Steelers out of it. I just want to bring the Steelers that's tugging your heart. Any team, let's just take the Steelers out of it.
Yeah, I'm taking
I'm taking Watson And so let me get my breakdown on this.
Sure.
I said this 8 years ago. Unfortunately, I was right again. I said that, I'm a guru. I mean, but give you a close up, man. You a guru.
Right.
You get about 65, 70% right, which is good. I'm a god.
Shy God.
Shy god. I get 8. You know what? I'm changing. I don't get 3 out of 4 right. I get 4 out of 5 right. I'm 80%.
80%.
I'm 80%, man.
Okay.
You get 80%. You're a fan. You're a fan. You get about 35, 45% right. You know what I'm saying? And you get 45 to about 55, 60% right. You know, you're an expert. You know, you do 65 to 75% right, you're a guru. But when you get 80% right, you're now a god.
All knowing.
All knowing of football. Come to me, kids. If you want to know who's going to win the game and get things right. I said 8 years ago about this by Aaron Rodgers, bow tie bill. I say Aaron Rodgers, the problem I don't like about him is he's not a leader. People think leader means just because you can read a defense and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw Aaron Rodgers have all them young guys in Green Bay a couple years ago and then call none of them boys out there to California, he went across country and doing Woosah. I forgot what country he was in. He was gone for 2-3 months.
Doing his thing.
And then the first game of the season, he's mad at the guy because they not on the same page. He's trying to cram it all into training camp. Those young guys needed those reps. Mm-hmm. And those same receivers, when Aaron Rodgers got his ass up out of there, they looked much better because why? They traded with love so many years. So they had chemistry.
Right.
I would take Aaron Rodgers because of the fact that I just think that I think that if you watch that game Monday
Vikings
on
Sunday morning.
I watched that game and I actually betted on the Jets and I lost. And I said to myself, and see, I do get stuff wrong. I said to myself halfway through the second quarter, I said, they look like they don't even practice together.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad. Like, it wasn't just incomplete passes. Receivers cutting in, he throwing back shoulders. Receivers doing 5 and out, he throwing a go. I'm like, it was so many times, like, how do you target Wilson 22 times? And I think he only had like 10 complete. I mean, how is that possible? He's one of the best top receivers.
Right.
It's just something not there, and Deshaun Watson not looking good either. Is it the franchise bow tie bill? So you take, Aaron, I'll take Watson.
For one game.
Yeah, for one game.
Yeah.
How did these two quarterbacks get? How did we get here? Like I can't even. And I brag about being a guru. I think what Aaron Rodgers is, he has too much control, and they're not practicing together. People might say that's crazy. Well, they practice, of course, together, but when it's over, he should be at the page with wide receiver when he say, "Hey, if you see this type of look, we're going back shoulder. We're doing it," and then he got to go on the field and get those reps in. I don't believe they're doing the rep. I think they're in the. I have no proof of this, but I'm just saying the way they look. I think he's just on the chalkboard. So when you see this do it like this, but you got to put the time in on the field. It just. How do we get here, bow tie bill? What are both of them look horrible, and at one time was MVP.
Man, here's my take. I'm gonna give you my opinion.
Okay,
if you will.
All right.
Both of them missed football, meaning that Aaron Rodgers has Achilles injury, so he missed a lot of time. And Deshaun Watson, from a mental perspective, I mean, going through the off-the-field issues, and everyone who's familiar with Deshaun Watson, mm-hmm. I don't have to rehash, things in detail, but he had those off-the-field issues, and it probably had, it put a kink in that armor emotionally and mentally. Mm. And then by not being on the field, man, whatever, we've heard the saying since we were growing up, since we were yay big, right? If you don't use it, you what? Lose it.
That's true. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And so, and with the mental perspective, the emotional perspective for Deshaun Watson, and then not being able to play solidly for 2 years, because remember he took a year off, and then he got suspended for another 12 games.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. And so, he just trying to get back to the speed of the game. Now with that rust still, then had a shoulder injury last year.
Yeah.
right? So now, I mean, and then now he's dropping his eyes, looking at the rush, inaccurate. The speed, he still has not caught up to the speed of the game. Why? Because he's been impacted emotionally and mentally. Aaron Rodgers is a narcissistic guy,
Yeah.
right? He's a. I almost went political. He's a big I and a little U guy, right? He's very narcissistic.
Yep.
It's never my fault. It's always somebody else's fault,
Yeah.
right? And that is not a recipe for success.
No.
That
no.
is why he has multiple individual. He had 4 MVPs, but he's only been to 1 Super Bowl
Yeah.
because
with
it's
all
a
that
team
talent.
sport. Football is the ultimate team sport.
Yes.
You only play one side of the ball, and then on the side you play on, you need 10 others to help you
Yeah.
make it.
Yeah. Every other sport, you play offense and defense.
You play offense and defense.
Yeah, that's true, man. That, breaking it down like that, and I didn't forget, but that's a good thing to take into consideration. Like they did take some time off. I will say this: I don't believe the Jets' season is over, even though they look horrible. That division is just, I mean, no, I mean,
They still have the opportunity to get
they got a big one this week.
Adams. They still have the opportunity to get Devontae Adams.
I don't.
And to your point, I mean, Buffalo is real, and they done lost 2 in a row. Miami is what, the 31st best team. They rank right above Carolina with no quarterback play.
I think Miami, if Tua came back, they can win a division. But if I'm Tua, I retire. I wouldn't mess around, man. I'm being serious. Tua need to retire.
Hey man, listen, bro.
Tua need to go sit his ass down somewhere and retire for real.
Hey
That's
man,
all I'm gonna say.
When you're at that age, you think money gonna last forever, and you have an S on your chest. You always think you can come back. On top of that, I just signed a contract where I'm getting 50 mil a year. I don't really want to give that up, bro.
Yeah, but his ass needs to go retire, man. I mean, that's my opinion. But if he did come back, and if he can, stay healthy, I would say Miami. But if he's not able to come back, and I don't want to talk about somebody getting hurt because I'm actually nervous for Tua. But if he don't come back, if he comes back and he's looking like himself, I think they can win it. But if he don't, the Jets got a good defense, and I think they're going to get really emotional because they didn't fire Saleh, and there's a lot to that. They wouldn't even let the man leave the building. They actually had to get security to escort him out. I'm like, come on, man, like, damn, was it that bad? Y'all had to get, and there's so many different rumors flying around. Something about a polo he had on the sideline, stuff for him and Aaron Rodgers. What I do know is that him and the owner did get into it last year. They got into a big shouting out match. I can't remember where it was. It wasn't on the field, but in the facility somewhere. But I know they got into it. So he's already kind of on thin ice to begin with. I just think it's a big mess with the coaching and everything with the Jets. But I do think that they're going to be very emotional. This next game is in New York against Buffalo. And believe it or not, if they win, they'll be in first place. So I don't know about 2 teams coming out the AFC and none of that stuff. And now, just you zoom out, since both those teams in the AFC, bow tie Bill. I'm ready to give my Super Bowl prediction already.
Okay. I already know. Yeah. I'm telling you.
Last year, we didn't do this after week 9.
Right.
And we wound up being right.
Uh-huh.
Now, I don't know about the NFC. We're going to talk about the NFC in a minute. And that NFC North, number 1 division in the NFL. Close. You laughing about it? I'm being.
Come on, man.
Dog, stop.
It's way too early, man.
Dog, when I hit you with these stats, with these facts.
Hey, man, this is sports way too early.
Yeah, okay. All right.
We had
in the AFC.
Go ahead.
I've seen enough. I told you guys before the season started, Baltimore, I think, going to be in trouble because they lost too many defenders. Baltimore defense is not good. Cincinnati's defense is not good. And I pretty much just don't trust nobody else. Everybody else can say Houston, Texas. Okay, possibility. I got KC in the Super Bowl already.
Yes.
I think it's over.
Yeah. That's no new news on my side.
Yeah, I think it's over.
That's not new news.
So what we're telling you is last year we told you this on November 1st, and this year we're telling you this on October 7th. AFC, y'all can keep watching AFC football.
It's entertainment.
It's just thank you, both time Bill.
That's it.
It's just free entertainment.
It's
just entertainment. It's just entertainment.
Right.
Y'all can watch it, have a good time. Bet on this. Don't bet against KC, but bet on all other teams. If you want to win, lose, over your unders, and get your underdogs and your sports with all whatever them crazy apps that everybody be doing, fan do. Get all your have fun.
Right.
Get your money.
Right.
But what I can tell you is this: KC coming out of the AFC. I'm looking right in that dog on camera.
Look who they have played in 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore, beat them. Cincinnati, beat them. San Diego, or I'm sorry, L.A. Chargers.
I understand. Go ahead.
Beat them. Who else they play?
Beat New Orleans.
New Orleans. Mm-hmm. Beat them. And there's one more other team. I can't remember now. But they beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. And Atlanta playing good ball. In Atlanta.
Atlanta playing good ball. Right?
No Pachinko the last 3 games. No Pachinko the last 2 games.
Doesn't man.
Then they took Rice out, and then they said, okay, you know what? We really ain't used Kelsey all year. Fuck it, let's pull the old man on out. And that's just
dust him off the
target him. Dust him off. Like, target him 9 dog, just stop, man. It's just they the best team in the AFC. And people might say, oh, that's lazy take. Y'all supposed to be guru. Well, I'm looking at what's going on. I think if KC was in the NFC, that'd be a different story. They'll have more competition. I just think that, I know you're the AFC man, you might not like what I'm about to say, there's more complete teams in the NFC. NFC going to be, ooh, Lord. There's some pit bulls over there. There's some grown men over there. I mean, if you was to put Philly in the AFC, Philly might be the 3rd, 4th team in the AFC. And they're dysfunctional. Coaching-wise, they got good talent. I just got KC coming out, man. Every team you look at, I mean, yeah, Denver's playing great defense, but I can't trust Bo Nix. And you guys might say, well, you trust Caleb Williams. I understand, but Bo Nix beat the Jets with only passing the ball 60 yards. I mean, you got to just stop just saying every win ain't the same win, okay? You got to look at how teams are winning. Denver is truly winning with that defense. Top 5 defense. Kick-ass defense. All right? Raiders, dysfunctional. Chargers, maybe can give KC. I'm talking about teams in their division. You come outside of the division, the AFC North, I don't think the Steelers can score enough points. Got the defense giving some trouble. I don't trust Baltimore's defense. I don't trust Cincinnati's defense. I don't trust Cincinnati's offense. Cleveland's offense. Okay, let's go to the AFC South. None. Maybe Houston. And then when you go to the East, Jets, you don't know what you're going to get with them. Buffalo, maybe. Miami. So, last year, like I told y'all, I got one team that I'm going to tell you, come see me in November, and I might add them to the list, and that's the Houston Texans.
All right.
Maybe.
Check this out, man.
Yeah.
3 things why Kansas City's going to make it to the Super Bowl again.
Yeah.
And I have them to win.
Mm-hmm.
3 things.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, quarterback.
Bingo.
Number 2, head coach.
Bingo.
Number 3, defense.
Damn it, I said bingo.
And so, and let me elaborate a little bit on the defense.
Yeah.
They have not allowed more than 28 points since they played Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl.
Eagles.
The Eagles.
What year was that, bow tie, Bill?
What year is this? 2024. So that was season 2022.
Yep. Even though the Super Bowl's in 2023, but Super 2022, I understand.
Right? Mm-hmm. Since that game. So you have 20 games, right? You have your 17 games.
But you know who got the longest streak in the NFL? For less
the second? No, Bears the second.
No, I'm talking about less than 21.
Okay, I don't know about 21, but I know 28.
Yeah, America's team. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the NFC North in a minute, though.
Yeah, I said 28.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Bears is number 2.
28 is a long time, though, yeah.
Yeah, 28 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they haven't allowed more than 28 points in 26 games. I think the Bears is 11 that they have not allowed more than 28 points.
Ours is actually 21, though. Yep.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but I'll give you some. But go ahead, finish the stat.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
Right.
So their defense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with a defense that's holding everybody down, and then you got a quarterback who's just phenomenal, right? And then you got a head coach. Against this, I gotta say this real quick.
Go ahead, man. Take your time.
Against the Saints, at one point he was in a 14 personnel. That's 4 tight ends. And one running back.
Yeah, he sure did. Yeah, to my offense. Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, I saw that.
One running back, 4
old school football. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody preparing. Nobody, no defense coordinator out there have seen a 14 personnel. Who has one running back and 4 tight ends? Hey man, that's a whole nother level, Doug.
That's a whole nother debate. I tell everybody all the time, and some people are like, hold on, you're going too far. I say, hey, Andy Reid is the best coach of all time. I got him over Belichick. People be like, man, Belichick won 6, 7 championships. I be like, I understand, but he did it with one quarterback. When I see Andy Reid consistently ball out with the Michael Vicks and go to the AFC championships with Alex Smith and Mahomes and NFC championships with McNabb, he's done it with more different quarterbacks. So that lets me know he can coach them up.
Yes.
When you do it with more than one quarterback, I mean, Andy Reid's been through how many doggone Super Bowls? What, one with Philly?
One with Philly.
What, and
5?
And 5?
5 with Kansas City.
Man, come on, man. With 2 different quarterbacks, and he's been to, I want to say Andy Reid's been to more NFC, AFC championship games than any other coach.
He went forward with the Eagles.
I'm talking about with different quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about different quarterbacks.
Right.
Because he definitely took 3. I can't remember if Michael Vick went with him to the. I can't remember if Michael Vick went.
He did 4 in a row.
Yeah, that was all with McNabb.
With McNabb.
But I'm just talking about he's done it with different quarterbacks. That means the man can coach it up. So we just wanted to give y'all a State of the Union announcement that the AFC season is over. They're not going to postpone it because I'm not going to allow them to do that to y'all. Good.
Shy God.
I'm not going to allow them to do it. Because everybody knows I am football crackhead or whatever you want to call me. I love football. I just love football. I can watch football all day long. But what I do want to talk about is